Hey there, ghouls and goblins. Welcome back to our haunted corner of YouTube, where we explore the spine-tingling stories that haunt our screens and our dreams. Today we're diving deep into the 1930s, a decade that bore some of the most iconic horror films ever made, shaping the very fabric of the genre we love today. So grab your popcorn, turn down the lights, and let's journey into the chilling world of 1930s horror and the birth of the movie monster. The 1930s marked a monumental shift in cinema. It was a time of nearly complete despair. Society was in the throes of the Great Depression and people were searching for an escape from their dismal realities. What better a way to escape than by diving into a darkened movie theater and plunging into the unknown? As the decade unfolded, filmmakers began to dabble in the darkness and move towards the macabre. Enter Carl Laemmle and Universal Pictures. The house that horror built. In 1931, Universal released Dracula based on Bram Stoker's 1897 Crimson love story. With Bela Lugosi giving nothing less than an iconic performance, he turned our perception of a vampire into a suave predator who could seduce and petrify in equal measure. The moviegoer quickly developed a taste for blood, but it wasn't just Bela's fanged fiend that kept audiences wanting more. That same year gave us Frankenstein, where a tormented monster became the symbol of humanity's fear of the unknown. While the role of the monster was first offered to Lugosi, he turned it down for fear of being typecast. Enter William Henry Pratt, whom history would come to know as Boris Karloff. When his creature lumbered onto the screen, he didn't just instill terror. His connection with the audience transcended the silver screen and sparked a wave of sympathy. And just like that, horror was evolving, lending a voice to the misunderstood. Setting the stage for the next 100 plus years and proving that horror wasn't just about monsters and mayhem, the 1930s also introduced audiences to psychological horror. Take The Cabinet of Dr. Caligari. Released in 1921 and widely considered to be the first true horror film, its silent influence resonated throughout the 30s. It set the stage for unnerving atmospheres and distorted realities. People were hungry for not only outright scares, but hypnotically yearning for that unsettling feeling that something was inherently wrong with their seemingly normal world. In 1933, Laemmle and Universal came through with H.G. Wells's The Invisible Man, which pioneered some amazing special effects that still impress audiences to this day. Using groundbreaking techniques, the film took audiences on a twisted journey with a scientist, played by Claude Rains, whose thirst for power led him to madness, and from his love, played by a very young and beautiful Gloria Stewart of 1997's Titanic fame. And let's not forget the 1932 reawakening of The Mummy. Karloff takes on two roles in this tale of love and horror intertwined, playing both the mummy Imhotep and his human counterpart Ardeth Bey. He creates an unforgettable cinematic experience. Who knew a wrapped-up corpse could steal our hearts? Yes, he went for a little walk, and you should have seen the audience's faces. But ghastly, grisly, and gruesome wasn't just confined to silver screens. The 1930s birthed horror-themed events, haunted houses, and print publications. Famed for its spine-chilling tales, horror fiction pulp magazines like Weird Tales captivated readers with stories that blurred the lines between fiction and reality. Featuring stories such as The Cthulhu Mythos by H.P. Lovecraft, Robert E. Howard's Conan the Barbarian, and stories from Lovecraft's protege Robert Bloch, who would go on to write Psycho in 1959. This was the decade that transmuted horror into an all-encompassing phenomenon, allowing our imaginations to be overrun and run wild. As we crest toward the end of the decade, we see the introduction of Son of Frankenstein in 1939. It marked a shift where horror delved into legacy, showing that the past could haunt us as much as the present. And who could forget 1936's The Walking Dead? This film embedded science fiction elements into horror, paving the way for future generations of horror. So, what's the takeaway from the haunting decade of the 1930s? The era wasn't just about horror for horror's sake. It was a mirror reflecting the anxieties of society, from fears of the unknown to complex moral dilemmas. The genre evolved, allowing filmmakers to push boundaries and explore the dark corners of the human psyche. The monsters of the 1930s weren't just figments of our imagination. They were representations of our deepest fears. Thank you for joining us on this chilling trip through the 1930s. So, whether you're a die-hard horror fan or just starting your spooky journey, remember that those flickering black and white images shaped the terror we encounter today. What's your favorite horror film of the 1930s? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and hit that bell icon for more spine-tingling tales. Until next time, keep the lights on and the nightmares at bay.